The Community Center Design Project was designed to encourage students to leverage their interests, identities, community, and other experiences to drive the design process. This was an activity that was posted in my Google Classroom under my Design Thinking thread. Students were given the assignment to review slides 1 to 4, complete slide 5, and then they'll meet in a nicknamed Google Meet in their groups at different times to discuss. So we are leveraging a design process that starts with inspiration, leads to ideation, and then iteration as you go around in the cyclic process to solve problems. The way that this resource is set up are the pink slides are denoting a phase of the design process. The green slides are independent work for the learner, and the blue slides are the design team feedback opportunities that would happen when we're meeting together as a group. Each student would have their own copy made through the Google Classroom, or you can share them with students on your own. So for the inspiration phase, students are going to think about what enables the community grow and what challenges does your community face. Getting at the glows and grows of the community can really help students identify things that they can pull from their community to help identify problems and leverage resources to support it. So the students in their first independent work would be given some guiding questions that help them think about design. So how will you learn more about your community? What questions will you try to answer? What perspectives will you include? This forces students to think about how they're going to go about beginning to understand the inspiration that exists within their community. After students make the plan, they're going to get feedback from their peers, where they would share their plan, and then their peers can give them some glows, some grows, and then the peers can, and then the presenter will discuss how to implement the feedback. So during our live instruction, the presenter would show their slide about their plan, and then their classmates can just add into these fields right here so that they can have an understanding of improvements that are needed and things that are really doing great. And this process goes back and forth between independent work, design team feedback. So then the student is asked to revise their plan. After they revise their plan, they're going to start collecting data and understanding what enables your community to grow and what challenges does your community face. And this is the collecting understanding portion of the design process. They're also going to identify key inspirations and challenges from the list and try to write a how might me question. How might we use the inspiration of blank to solve a problem? How might we create a solution to a certain problem that the community may face? After students have fleshed this out independently on their own time, we come back together again and have some feedback where their peers can add glows and grows, and then the presenter can implement the feedback. There are some times for the presenter to pick a single how might we question to guide your work based on the design team's feedback. And then we move into the next section. This is the ideation phase. This is where you're thinking about what solutions are possible. Students will pick 4 ideas to really flesh out so that they can share with their peers. But before they do, they're also going to think about the different obstacles that could come from the different ideas. So they're going to flesh out idea 1. What obstacles could idea 1 cause? The same for idea 2. And then they're going to do that again for idea 3 and 4 to make sure that they're thinking deeply about the different solutions that they're posing to their classmates. So then here's a feedback slide again. Students would meet in their weekly meetings, and the brainstorm solution slides would be shared from each group, and then everyone can add glows and grows to this slide here so that the one student can make feedback. And every student would share their own as well. And then after feedback is collected, the student is asked to hone in again. Now you're actually going to just pick a single solution to delve deeper into based on the feedback that you were provided. The next phase is iteration. This is where students are designing and testing a solution. There's another prompt for students to independently think about a plan, how they'll design the prototype, test the prototype, and how they'll include different perspectives into the understanding of the use of this prototype. This prototype can be a description of an event that can happen, or it could be a way to improve a system, or it could be a physical thing that's built. It can be many different options. There's limitless solutions here. So then, again, students will get feedback from their peers during design meetings. The presenters are asked to revise their plan once again and get another round of feedback. And as you can see, this continues on and on and you can keep going back to the beginning after it's over. So this is just the way that I was able to create a slide deck to help structure the design process to enable students to pick topics that are driven by their interests and experiences and identity and community. Thank you.